Massive developments are unfolding in the wrestling world today, from a serious situation involving Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch to some big surprises possibly planned for AEW All In. There's a lot to break down. We're also bringing you a major update regarding TNA and their next television deal. This is something fans have been waiting a long time for. If you're a wrestling fan who wants consistent and detailed updates like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This is The Ong Show, and we're jumping right into all the action. AEW All In is going down this weekend, and momentum around the show has been building fast. AEW seems to be getting its groove back, and this particular show could deliver some jaw-dropping moments. According to a report from Fightful Select, a stacked lineup of wrestling legends and current AEW stars are expected to appear throughout the weekend. Names like Sting, Bryan Danielson, Ric Flair, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Paul White, better known to fans as The Big Show, are scheduled for appearances and meet and greets, fueling speculation they might appear on screen too. Interestingly, even AJ and Big Justice, the well-known Costco gimmick tag team, are expected to show up. While that might sound like a bit of a joke, it plays into the idea that this show could deliver more than expected. Adding more buzz to the weekend is the return of StarCast, hosted by Conrad Thompson. While AEW doesn't directly run StarCast, it's happening around the same time, and that means a lot of wrestlers will be in the same city. Wrestling legends like Kevin Von Erich, Dory Funk Jr., JBL, Mark Henry, Tito Santana, and Monty Brown will all be in town. For those who don't know, Monty Brown hasn't done public signings in over a decade, so his appearance is a big deal. On the modern roster side of things, Cora Jade, Matt Cardona, Gigi Dolan, formerly Priscilla Kelly, and Shotzi Blackheart are expected to be part of the weekend as well. And don't forget international stars, Blue Panther, Fuego del Sol, also known as KJ Orso, Ninja Mac, and Ricky Morton will be there through GCW events. TNA will also have a presence during the festivities. Talent like the Eye Inspiration, Indy Hartwell, Masha Slamovich, and Brian Myers are confirmed for the weekend, while they're under contract with TNA, and likely won't appear on AEW programming. The sheer number of crossover possibilities makes it worth keeping an eye on. Now here's a prediction that could blow the roof off All In. Bryan Danielson might step in and assist Hangman Adam Page during his big match. Danielson has reportedly been cleared and has been physically active again. So what if this is the moment he re-enters the AEW spotlight in a huge way? If Hangman Page finds himself overwhelmed by Jon Moxley, Danielson showing up out of nowhere and delivering that signature running knee could swing the momentum. That could allow Hangman to capitalize and finally capture the AEW World Championship again. This theory isn't just fantasy booking, it's actually rooted in recent observations. Danielson's been taking bumps, teasing his return, and Moxley has been deeply involved in multiple storylines. A twist like this would pay off past rivalries while also pushing Hangman back into the top tier. And then there's Sting. Though he's officially retired from in-ring action, his ambassador role with AEW means he could still make a special appearance. Whether it's a surprise entrance, ringside cameo, or post-match moment, don't rule out something memorable involving the icon. AEW has done a great job saving big surprises for major events. If both Sting and Danielson show up during or after a title match, fans are going to be talking about it for weeks. Let's talk about the future of TNA wrestling. There's a new report that confirms TNA is in the final stages of landing a new television deal, which could be a game-changer for the brand. John Wall Street.com published an article detailing TNA's current momentum and plans moving forward, including direct quotes from TNA President Carlos Silva. According to Silva, TNA expects to lock down a brand new television deal within the next 60 days. Not only that, but they're working alongside Creative Artists Agency, CAA, to raise $10 million in funding, money that would likely be used to boost production quality, marketing, and venue expansion. This news couldn't come at a better time. Over the past year, TNA has grown significantly. Their ticket sales are up, attendance has improved, and they're doing solid numbers across digital platforms. The rumored working relationship with WWE's NXT brand only boosts their profile further. If you've been following TNA's progress, you probably remember that about a year and a half ago, hints of this TV deal started surfacing. At that time, the company shifted focus toward bigger venues and regional media exposure. And now, it finally looks like they're ready to make an announcement. While some wrestling news sites have thrown out potential network names, Silva hasn't confirmed anything, and our sources suggest those rumors are largely inaccurate. What is being discussed, though, is the possibility that TNA won't run live episodes every single week. Instead, they may opt for a format that includes a mix of live specials and pre-taped weekly shows. There's also been internal talk of changing the airing day to better suit network scheduling, though none of that is finalized yet. But here's what I truly believe: we're going to get an official announcement either at Slammiversary or Bound for Glory. I've been saying that for months, and with everything lining up, it looks like that prediction could come true. This is an exciting time for TNA fans. If they land a major network and execute their strategy, this could mark a full-fledged return to prominence for the promotion once known as Impact Wrestling. Their recent collaboration with WWE only adds to their momentum, and it's going to be very interesting to see how it all plays out. Now, on to some disturbing real-world news. WWE power couple Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch were victims of a home break-in at their Southern California beach house earlier this week. According to a TMZ Sports report, the incident took place around 3 a.m. on July 8th. At the time of the burglary, both Seth and Becky were out of state performing at Monday Night Raw in Rhode Island. Police say the intruder or intruders gained access by shattering the rear sliding glass door. Cash was stolen, and although no suspects have been caught yet, authorities are actively investigating. Seth Rollins himself made the 911 call to report the incident after discovering what happened. Thankfully, no one was in the house during the break-in. Most importantly, their child is also safe. Still, this situation raises serious concerns about safety and privacy for wrestlers and public figures in general. When wrestlers are on the road for days or even weeks at a time, their homes often become targets. Sadly, this is far from the first time something like this has happened to someone in the industry. This is a hard reality that comes with fame, and when wrestlers choose not to take pictures at airports or ask for privacy in public, situations like this serve as a reminder of why that's necessary. These are human beings with families who deserve to feel safe when they're away doing their jobs. Hopefully, the investigation moves quickly and justice is served. For now, we're just grateful that everyone in the Rollins-Lynch family is okay. But this story is a developing one, and we'll continue to monitor it for any further updates. Following Night of Champions, the July 4th edition of WWE SmackDown marked a notable turning point for the Blue brand. Not only was it the first standard 2-hour episode in over 6 months, a format that will now be permanent, it also pushed forward key storylines ahead of 2 major upcoming events: Saturday night's main event and Evolution 2, set for July 12th and 13th. Major developments included the return of Drew McIntyre, who reignited his rivalry with Randy Orton, and Trish Stratus stepping back into the spotlight to challenge Tiffany Stratton for the championship at Evolution 2. Meanwhile, in the night's main event, Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu managed to overcome JC Mateo and Solo Sikoa, building more momentum for the Bloodline's growing tensions. However, the timing of the episode posed a challenge for viewership. Airing on the 4th of July, a major U.S. holiday, meant many fans were away from their televisions, which led to a significant drop in ratings. According to the Programming Insider, the episode averaged just 166 million viewers. This marked a 20% decrease from both the prior week's episode on June 27, which pulled in 145 million viewers, and from the previous 4-week average. Shockingly, this was SmackDown's lowest viewership for a non-preempted broadcast ever, only slightly ahead of the December 29, 2023 Best of episode. In the crucial 18 to 49 demographic, the show scored a 0.32 rating, down 22% from the previous week's 0.41 and also 20% lower than the recent 4-week average. While this was the lowest demographic rating since December 2023, SmackDown still topped the cable charts for the night in the 18 to 49 bracket. It also placed third overall when including network programming, trailing only behind NBC's Macy's 4th of July Fireworks Spectacular. Despite the sharp declines, the results weren't entirely unexpected. Historically, WWE programming has underperformed on July 4th, with both Raw and NXT seeing similar dips in previous years. Still, the episode made notable strides in storytelling as Evolution 2 approaches. So there you have it. This week in pro wrestling has been anything but quiet. From a frightening incident involving Seth and Becky to AEW's potentially epic All-In weekend, and TNA preparing to make a massive leap forward with a TV deal, there's so much happening all at once. This is why being subscribed matters. You never know what's going to break next, and whether it's AEW, WWE, or TNA, we'll be here covering it with the most up-to-date details and real analysis you can count on. Thanks for watching The Young Show. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, And stay tuned because wrestling never sleeps, and neither do we.